Cornermen Radio, we back at you live. Barzini and Boxingeye. I'm going to let Boxingeye talk about this fight first. Felix Verdejo versus Robert Easter, man. What's your take on it?
Yeah, well, like we were just talking off air, I mean, Verdejo, you got to get by a tough guy in Flanagan, in Flanagan's backyard, I'm guessing. Is that fight over there in the UK?
Yeah, it's supposedly be in September.
Yeah. I mean, I think that Verdejo is going to win that fight, but Flanagan he's going to show he's tough, you know, and Verdejo better be disciplined and ready, you know what I mean? This is a step-up fight for him. This is the fight that I said, when Flanagan got the belt, I said Bobby Ham's going to go after that guy. And he's a nice southpaw, comes forward, high guard, you know, tries to break you down. But I think Verdejo's got the skills, man. He's gonna put his skills on display finally in that fight. And then if he does go against Easter, we saw Easter last night. He's got to be a little more disciplined with his game plan, man. He's falling his side, fighting a short guy on his side when he could have easily, you know, I don't know if he didn't trust his gas tank, but when he was moving, jabbing, sneaky uppercut, 1-2s, Robert Easter was definitely doing some good work. It was a good fight. He gave himself a B-. That's what I would have gave him because he knows that's smart. He knows he could have done better. But him and Verdejo would be a great boxing match, man. I think Verdejo's got a little more pop in him, though. But I like Robert Easter's tools, and, you know, he definitely has a lot of different punches in his arsenal, man. Sneaky with the right, 1-2s, good body work, good combinations. You know, he's a very versatile fighter. I don't know who. I got to see Verdejo against Flanagan first before I make an official prediction on that if they ever unify. But it'd be tough. I think it'd be tough to unify those guys. But they are both young. That would be an awesome fight. I don't think it happens, but you know, I'm gonna hold off, watch Verdejo, and then we could definitely make a pick on that. What's your take?
My take is this fight should be like the best fight at lightweight since Mikey moved up. Felix Verdejo, I'm very high on him. I'm very high on Robert Easter as well. Me and you talked about this fight last year, and we was figuring out what was the best fight at lightweight, and we talked about Robert Easter and Verdejo, Felix Verdejo. Man, the Bunny versus Dynamite, man, this is pure boxing skills, man. I don't know who would I favor in this fight. Felix Verdejo has a tough matchup with Flanagan. I'm gonna check him out on that fight, how he looks. A lot of people was very high on Verdejo. Now a lot of fans is not as up on him anymore. Like, I don't see that spark of the fans talking about Verdejo anymore because he hasn't been looking too well. He's been fighting guys we don't know. The motorcycle accident. I just don't know where his head is, and he's going to fight on enemy territory on Flanagan's hometown against Felix Verdejo. So I'm like, I don't know how he gonna look on the Flanagan fight. Flanagan might win that fight, so I'm not too sure. But if I could rate it, this is a 50-50 fight with Felix Verdejo and Robert Easter. Hopefully it can happen if he wins. But if we can't get Felix Verdejo and Robert Easter and Flanagan does win the fight, someone said on Twitter that a lot of people are going to start calling out Robert Easter on since his fight with Shafikov last night. But people should not sleep on Shafikov because that dude can beat a lot of people. He is a top 10 lightweight.